Different things bother different people. Dan was on his way to school. His dad was driving him there, and his little brother was with him in the back seat. A song popped into Dan's head. He began to sing. The A on the bus says ah, ah, ah. His brother began to clap along. After a bit, his dad said, Dan, please stop singing. I love your singing, but right now I have a headache. Dan stopped, but wondered why his brother liked his singing, but his dad did not know. Dan made it to school and sat at the table during group time. He started tapping his foot to the beat of the song he was singing this morning. His friend, Phil, started tapping to the beat too. Then his teacher came over. Boys, please stop tapping. You are interrupting the other children's learning time. Dan went to the reading center and thought back to this morning. Why was it that his song made his brother happy, but annoyed his dad? Why did the same thing happen with Phil and his teacher? Dan opened a book and heard a pop. Suddenly, a small girl was on his book. He yelled and dropped the book. Ah! Ow! How would you like it if I dropped you? Sorry. Well, I can see power words is not your problem, the girl said. Power words? Never mind. I am here to help you with your problem. You want to know why your brother and friend were okay with what you were doing, but your dad and your teacher did not like it so much. Whoa, slow down. Who are you and how did you know that? My name is Arella, and I am here because I help children with their problems so they learn lessons. And let's just say I have my ways of finding out. Okay, well, what should I do about my problem? Well, Dan, it comes down to the fact that everyone is different. I know that. Yes, I know you know that, but that also means that different things bother different people. Well, that makes sense. What should I do about it? When you do something, you should stop and think. Will this bother someone? Is it respectful? If it isn't, maybe you should not do it. Or ask if the people around you are okay with you doing it. So this morning, when I was singing, I should have asked my dad if it was okay? Right. Or if you notice your father is not in a good mood, maybe you could ask him what you could do to make him feel better. I guess I can try. Dan went outside with his friends for recess. He was in line waiting for his turn for the slide. He looked at the friend in front of him and noticed that friend looked a little uncomfortable. Dan asked, Is it okay if I stand this close to you? Can you back up a bit? I have a big bubble. Thanks for asking. Dan slid down the slide when it was his turn. He saw Arella near a tree and went over to her. Arella, did you see? I asked my friend if she was okay with me standing so close, and she was happy because I asked. Nice work, Dan. You figured out how to use your words to solve the problem of how different things bother different people. Thanks, Arella. May I give you a hug? Yes, you may. Thank you for asking. Dan gave Arella a hug, and suddenly she disappeared. Dan shrugged and went back to the playground, happy because he knew how to solve his problem. Thanks for listening to another Cuddle Buddy Creations book.